Good morning and Assalamu alaikum class 10 beta, can you hear me? Walaikum salam Harim. Okay, I hope you all will be fine. Okay, everybody, can you hear me beta? Okay, on the daily basis, the same students are attending the classes, not anybody new. The daily, the number of the students is same, the names of the students same. I don't know why other students are not paying attention towards their classes. Even we are doing classworks as well now. Anyways, it's their choice. We can't do anything. Okay, so after winter vacation, in our first English class, what we have done, we did the revision of our lesson, the voice of God, the first lesson. Then yesterday we did review and revision of our next lesson, that was profession. Even I have informed you that the profession is not the part of your condensed syllabus, but still I thought like few things are there which are very important, that we should have a review of those things, and we did yesterday. As you all know that this is ongoing week is our English literature week, and obviously we are doing English literature work these days in our English literature journal, and we are done with all the lessons of our condensed syllabus. But we are on Walaikum Salam Amna, but we are only doing what we are doing a revision and review. Okay, Acha. I think one more student is here. I think Ramisha. I think you have not attended the classes of yesterday and the day before yesterday. Once again, I am going to repeat my words as most of the students are aware of it now, that what is our new strategy. Our new strategy is, Ramisha, if you have not attended my previous classes, kindly listen to me very carefully, that from now onwards we have introduced a new strategy of our online classes. In online classes now, your 40 minutes class will be divided into two parts. You can say that half of the class will be based on reading and explanation and question answer session. If you want to ask any question on or anything that you want to ask regarding your English literature or your lesson, you can ask me. And next, remaining class will be of your classwork, of your written work. Okay, so as we are done with the condensed syllabus that has been given to us by the board examination, we are alhamdulillah done with their reading, explanation and their written work as well. But again, now what we are doing nowadays, I have again taken a start from lesson number one. Like whatever the lessons are the part of your condensed syllabus, we are once again revising them. We are once again repeating them. So we did reading, explanation and revision of first lesson, that was the voice of God. Then yesterday we did the revision of the next lesson, the lesson that was profession. And now today what I am going to do is, first of all, obviously it's English literature lecture, and it's lecture number 68 and date is 13th of January 2021. Acha. Yesterday, like you know, what are your homework days? Your homework days are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it means there are three homeworks plus. Monday till Friday, we have five virtual classes. It means that I am going to accept your eight assignments. Your eight assignments, like three assignments of your homework assignments, and five will be your classwork that we are doing in our classroom as a written work. So altogether they are 8 assignments, or you can say 8 written work that I am going to check now according to the new strategy. Okay, so it means that this Saturday, when you are going to submit your copies of English literature, there should be 5 classworks that we are supposed to do in our classroom and in virtual classroom. And there are 3 homework days plus 3 homeworks. So altogether 8 written works that I am going to have this Saturday. Okay. So today we have lecture number 68 and date is 13th of January 2021. And what I have included in today's lecture, a poem. It's your lesson number 4 and it's a poem, Little Things. Again, as I am repeating my words again and again, that we are done with all the syllabus, condensed syllabus that has been given to us. Now we have started only revision. So in today's class, we are going to revise lesson number 4. It's a poem. You can have your English books with you as well. It's page number 13 and lesson is lesson number 4, Little Things poem, and we are going to have a review of this poem today. Okay. You have in front of your screens, there is a saying which is said by Raisa Mariam. And what is the saying? What is that quotation? Little things matter, they really do. So, as the title of the poem is giving us kind of an idea that about what this poem is. This poem is basically about little things, about the importance of little things, about the significance of little things. We should not consider little things unimportant. We should not ignore little things. Why? Because when these little things combine together, they make up mighty things. ठीक है? As you know that in Urdu we have a very famous saying, "Katra katra darya banta hai." Yes, when these little things combine together, they make mighty things. Okay, they make mighty things. So we should consider little things very, very important. If you remember my first lesson after winter holidays, that was the voice of God, and what I was explaining you in that poem, that little deeds of kindness, if we cannot help any person who is suffering or who is in any problem or any difficulty, we cannot do anything for him or her, but we can speak gently to him or her. We can encourage him or her. This is a little thing. This is very little thing, to speak very politely and to speak very gently with somebody. वी शुड नॉट कंसिडर दिस एज अ लिटिल डीड. हमें ये बिल्कुल नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि ये तो छोटी सी बात है कि किसी से नरमी से बात कर लें या प्यार से पेश आए. ये व्हेन दीज लिटिल डीड्स combine together, when are these little acts combined together, they make up the mighty things. यही छोटी छोटी नेकियां जमा होके हमारे लिए बड़ी नेकी बन जाती है. Okay, so in this poem today we are going to read about the importance, about the significance of little things. Okay, you can have a screenshot of this saying as well, that you can add in your classwork or in your examination to give the reader or the paper setter a good impression. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, first of all, obviously, we are going to study about the introduction of the poet or the poetess who has written this poem, Little Things. This poem is written by Julia Carney, Okay, so the writer of this poem is a female person. She is a poetess. This poem is written by Julia Carney. She was born in 1823 and died in 1908. Okay, she was an American verse writer. She was born in Boston and died in 1908. Okay, now, a very important few things which have been given here. First of all, year of birth and year of death. She was born in 1823 and she was died in 1908. One more thing, she was an American verse writer. Very, very important thing that you have to keep in your mind. She was an American poetess, okay? Beta, somebody's mic is on. Kindly switch off your mic. Okay, so she was an American verse writer. Okay, she not much is known about her. This poem was first published in 1845. This is something more very important you have to keep in your mind for the sake of blanks, for MCQs, or even in the form of your RTC as well. It is a simple children's song to explain that even little things are important. Okay, so what we have studied about the introduction of the poetess, first of all, she is a female writer poetess. Her name is Julia Carney. She was born in 1823 and she was died in 1908. Secondly, she was an American verse writer. It means she was, as a nationality, if we talk about, she was an American. Okay. Her first poem was published in 1845. These three things are very important that are supposed to be learned by you. Okay. This was all about the introduction of the poet. Okay. Again, important points to learn about the poet or poetess. I have repeated again and again, date of birth or date of death. I mean to say year of birth and year of death. Okay. Name of the place where he or she was born. Number three, theme of the poetry. If the theme of the poetry is mentioned, you have to learn it. As for example, if you talk about Voice of God, that was a religious poem. So it means that that poem showed the religious bent of mind of the poet. Okay. Names of his famous poetry books or magazines. Okay, if the names of his famous books or magazines are given, you have to learn them. Okay, now we have in front of us the poem Little Things. Let's start reading. Little drops of water, little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Okay. First of all, mighty. What does mighty means? Mighty means very powerful, very big, very huge, enormous. Okay. This is the meaning of mighty. Now, I am going to tell you about the explanation of stanza number 1. In this poem, poetess tells that little drops of water separately have no importance, but when they are together, they make big and powerful oceans. In the same way, this beautiful land of ours is made by small grains of sand. This is about the explanation of the first stanza that writer Julia Carney is telling us, is explaining us about the importance of the little things, that she is saying that when little drops of water combine together, जब ये दरिया पानी के छोटे छोटे कतरे एक साथ जमा हो जाते हैं, तो what do they make? They make the mighty ocean. ठीक है? अच्छा. In the same way, when little grains of sand combine together, what do they make? They make this land. this is what the writer Julia Carne is explaining to us, is telling to us. आप देखिए मेरी एक बात सुनिए, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि एकदम चीजें बहुत बड़े से बन गई, एकदम से ये दुनिया बन गई, एकदम से ये ओशंस बन गए. नो, when all these little things are combining together, they are ending up to make a little thing into a mighty thing. This is what the writer in the first stanza has given us the example of two things. First one is little drops of water, and second thing is little grains of sand. Acha, class 10, I should inform you that your paper setter can give you, even if I am setting your paper, I can give you a question in your RTC or even in the section of your question answers, that in first stanza of the poem Little Things, the writer or the poetess Julia Carne is talking about what two things. What two things are being discussed by Julia Carne in the first stanza of Little Things? So the answer will be, in the first stanza of the poem Little Things, the two things which are discussed are little drops of water and little grains of sand. Okay? हमारे लिए बहुत छोटी सी एग्जाम्पल है. समटाइम्स इट हैपन्स लाइक कि हम लोगों से टैप को जब हम बंद करते हैं तो समटाइम्स ये होता है कि वो पूरे तरीके से बंद नहीं होता. ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप उसके नीचे, अगर हम टैप के नीचे एक बकेट रखते हैं, ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप वो पानी जो है वो बकेट में गिरता रहता है. और मॉर्निंग में या कुछ घंटों के बाद व्हेन वी गो टू सी दैट, हम क्या देखते हैं कि वो जो बकेट होता है वो पूरा पानी से भर चुका होता है. दिस इज व्हाट द राइटर इज टेलिंग अस, कि little drops of water and little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Okay, so please keep it in your mind that writer can ask you, the examiner can ask you, okay, what two things are being discussed in the first stanza of the poem Little Things by Julia Carne. So the answer is that two things are being discussed by Julia Carne. The first one is little drops of water, and the second thing is little grains of sand. Okay? Acha. Now we are moving towards the second stanza. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love, make our world an Eden like the heaven above. First of all, I should give you the meaning of the word Eden. It's a new word for you. And the meaning of the Garden of Paradise, where our first पेरेंट्स हजरत आदम अलैहिस्सलाम एंड हजरत ईव लिव. ठीक है, ये ईडन जो है जन्नत का वो बाग है जहाँ पे हमारे फर्स्ट पेरेंट्स हजरत आदम एंड हजरत हवा अलैहिस्सलाम रहते हैं, रहे. ठीक है. अच्छा, now what the writer is saying to us in second stanza, poetess says that if we speak small words of sympathy and love and do little works of kindness, it is sure that this world will be as peaceful and pleasant as the Garden of Paradise named Eden. Okay, why the writer is asking us to, why the writer is giving us the example of the Garden of the Paradise, why the writer is giving us the example of Eden, कि क्यों जो है हम चाहते हैं कि ये दुनिया जो है ईडन की तरह बन जाए, जन्नत के उस बाग की तरह बन जाए जहाँ पे हमारे पहले पेरेंट्स रहा करते हैं. Why? Because everything is very clear, everything is very beautiful, everything is very honest, and everything is very pleasant over there. Obviously, when we talk about paradise or when we talk about heaven, जब हम लोग जन्नत की बात करते हैं, तो being a Muslim, this is our belief that everything is very beautiful, everything is very pleasant, and everything is very, very smooth over there. So that is why the writer is saying to us that these little deeds of kindness and little words of love can help us to make this world Eden. ठीक है. अच्छा, नाउ इमेजिन जस्ट लाइक दिस, सिर्फ आप थोड़ी सी देर के लिए अपने माइंड में इमेजिन करें कि अगर हम लोग इतने अच्छे हो जाएं कि वी आर नॉट टेलिंग अ लाई, we are being honest to our work, we are giving a sincere advice or suggestion to our fellow, and We are talking speaking very gently, very kindly, very politely with our teachers, with our friends, with our parents, with our elders. तो आप खुद सोचें how beautiful दिस सोसाइटी विल बिकम, कि ये सोसाइटी कितनी खूबसूरत हो जाएगी। कोई किसी से झूठ नहीं बोल रहा, कोई किसी को धोखा नहीं दे रहा, एक दूसरे से प्यार मोहब्बत से। यही चीज़ आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू दैट कि कहने को ये सब बिल्कुल दीज आर द लिटिल डीड्स, these are the little deeds of kindness and little words of love. But these little deeds of kindness and little words of love can play a huge role to transform this society into the garden of paradise, which is known as Eden. Okay? Acha, if we are extending a helping hand towards the people who are suffering, who are in any, you can say, any tension, any stress, any problem. If we are helping them, if somebody wants to have a sincere advice or suggestion from us, and we are really thinking about his or her well-being, आपको पता है हमारे मजहब में ये है कि किसी को एक अच्छा और मुखलिसाना मशवरा देना भी एक सवाब का काम है। अगर हमसे कोई हम पे ट्रस्ट करके हमसे किसी चीज़ के बारे में कोई सजेशन या एडवाइस लेने के लिए आते हैं, सो दिस इज़ आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बिकॉज वी आर अकाउंटेबल टू गॉड। हमें अल्लाह ताला को इस चीज़ का जवाब देना है कि जब फिलहाल शख्स हमसे कोई चीज़ का मशवरा लेने आया था, क्या हमने उसको मुखलिसाना मशवरा दिया था? दिस इज़ वॉट इज़ हैपनिंग इन आवर सोसाइटी कि वी आर नॉट थिंकिंग अबाउट अदर्स वेल बीइंग। वी हैव बिकम सो सेल्फिश that we are only thinking about our own benefits, about our own plus points. We are not thinking about any other person's benefits. So it is a huge responsibility on our shoulders that we should really suggest or advise very, very honestly to the next person. Because for this deed, कहने को, this is a very little and kind deed, but this deed has a great responsibility on our shoulders because we are accountable to God. Okay, so this is what the writer is saying to us, that poetess says that if we speak small words of sympathy and love and do little works of kindness, अगर हम छोटी छोटी नेकियां करते चले जाएं जिसमें प्यार मोहब्बत से बोलना, हमदर्दी से पेश आना, नरमी से बात करना, these all are the little deeds of kindness and words of love. So this, after doing all these things, this society can be transformed into a beautiful uh, garden of paradise, which is known as Eden. ठीक है? अच्छा, I hope that this is clear to all of you. Okay, what is the central idea of the poem, Little Things? Again, before writing the central idea, obviously you will have your first line about the name of the poetess and name of the poem that I have added in front of you. The poem Little Things is written by Julia Carney. Okay, now see what is the central idea. The central idea of the poem Little Things is that we should not look down upon. Okay, what is the meaning of look down upon? It means to consider the next person inferior. किसी को हकीर समझना, किसी को अपने आप से कमतर समझना is known as look down upon. Okay. वी शुड नॉट लुक डाउन अपॉन लिटिल थिंग्स, यानी कि हमें छोटी छोटी चीज़ों को बिल्कुल हकीर नहीं समझना चाहिए। एवरीथिंग हैज़ इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंस, हाउ लिटिल इट मे बी, एज वी सी as we see every big and great thing is made up of little things. An ocean is made up of little drops of water. Little grains of sand make a big desert. In the same way, little errors become big sins, and little deeds of kindness and love console the hearts and bring happiness in the world. दिस इज वर्ड द राइटर इज सेइंग कि कहने को छोटे छोटे लिटिल एरर्स, हम छोटी छोटी बुराइयां करते चले जाते हैं, हम छोटे छोटे गुनाह करते चले जाते हैं, और यही गुनाह फिर हमारे बड़े गुनाहों में तब्दील हो जाते हैं। एंड लेट मी टेल यू कि आफ्टर डूइंग दिस वी बिकम टू यूज टू ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स, हम इन तमाम झूठ बोलना, बदतमीजी से बात करना, एहतराम ना करना बड़ों का, ये हमारी हैबिट्स का पार्ट बन जाते हैं। दे बिकम दीज थिंग्स बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ आवर डेली लाइफ, कि हम जब फिर ये डेली बेसिस पे करते हैं तो वी इवन डोंट रियलाइज एट ऑल कि व्हाट वी आर डूइंग। ये छोटे छोटे एरर्स जो हैं ये हमारे बड़े गुनाहों में तब्दील हो जाते हैं। इन द सेम वे लिटिल डीड्स ऑफ काइंडनेस एंड लव कंसोल द हार्ट्स एंड ब्रिंग हैप्पीनेस इन द वर्ल्ड। और छोटे छोटे किसी के साथ नरमी से, प्यार मोहब्बत से पेश आना दिलों को खुश करता है, दिलों को तस्कीन पहुंचाता है। एंड दिस थिंग ब्रिंग्स हैप्पीनेस इन दिस वर्ल्ड। और इन छोटे छोटे कामों से, छोटी छोटी नेकियों से इस दुनिया में खुशी आती है। ठीक है, अच्छा अच्छा। Now we are done with the reading and explanation of your poem. Even we have done central idea as well. Okay, in the end of this poem, there are three idioms which have been given in your book. Number one is to make the most of. What is the meaning of this idiom, to make the most of? Its meaning is to take the fullest advantage of the circumstances, यानी कि हालात का, सिचुएशन का पूरे तरीके से फायदा उठाना। सो द सेंटेंस इज यूथ इज द बेस्ट टाइम ऑफ वंस लाइफ, सो मेक द मोस्ट ऑफ इट। Second one is to make both ends meet. It meanings is to be able to live within one's income, जिसको कहा जाता है कि चादर देख के पांव फैलाना, यानी कि अपनी आमदनी के मुताबिक गुजारा करना, गुजर बसर करना। So the sentence is due to inflation salary people can't make both ends meet. The third one is to make one's mouth water. What's the meaning of this idiom? To cause someone to desire something intensely, especially food. किसी चीज़ को किसी चीज़ का लालच आना या देख के मुंह में पानी भर आना, और स्पेशली पर्टिकुलरली रिगार्डिंग फूड, यानी कि खाने को देख के दिल ललचा जाना, मुंह में पानी भर आना। सो द सेंटेंस इज द साइट ऑफ द फूड वॉज इनफ टू मेक हिज माउथ वाटर। अच्छा, नाउ आई एम मूविंग टूवर्ड्स योर रिटन वर्क, गेट रेडी। We are moving towards our written work. Hurry up, take out your copies of English literature and your cameras should be on standby. Acha ji, first of all, maintain the index. First of all, maintain the index. Little things poem review. I am going to check your cameras one by one. First of all, maintain the index. Very good, Fozia. I can see that you are maintaining the index. Very good. Keep it up. Okay. Uh, Hurry up. I'm giving you a few seconds to maintain your index. Little things poem review. Little things poem review. Okay, I hope you all are done with your index writing. Acha ji. Now, open your copies and write down the question, reference to the context. Today we are going to have reference to the context. It is our practice of RTC because it's part of your English paper. It's of 6 marks. This question is of 6 marks. So kindly pay attention toward this work. This is not a joke, or you can say time pass. No, we are not passing the time. We are doing something very, very serious, which is of 6 marks in your exams. Okay. Aliza, can you show me the index, beta? Aliza Akhtar, can you show me your index through your camera? If you can switch on your camera and show me your written work, what you are doing. Aliza, are you listening me? Okay, Fozia, I can see that you are doing, but I was asking to Aliza as well, if she can show me. Very good, Fozia, keep it up, beta. Yes, Misha Karim is also writing. I can see Misha as well. Very good, Misha. Okay, okay, Aliza, fine, no problem. Okay, okay, the question is, read the given line carefully and answer the following questions. Misha, you can switch off your camera now, beta. I have seen. Okay. Read the given line carefully and answer the following questions. I have picked up a line from the given poem Little Things, and the line is, make our world an Eden like the heaven above. Write it down with black pointer or blue pointer. Your work should be very, very neat and clean, beta. Okay. Zayan Ahmed, beta, can you show me through camera? Do you have a camera? Okay. Zayan, yesterday I have told you, beta, कि this is your task to maintain the space, to make a space for doing your classwork plus attending your virtual class is your job, बेटा. अब ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि मैं आपके आप घर में आके space बनाऊंगी. Obviously, this is your job. So all these two things should keep on going simultaneously. एक साथ हमें ये दो चीजें करनी है, ठीक है बेटा? Next time, try your best. अच्छा, okay, fine, okay, okay, okay. अच्छा जी. So I hope you all have written the first line, that is, make our world an Eden like the heaven above. First of all, name the poet or poetess. Who is going to give me the answer? First question is, name the poet or poetess. The answer of yes, very good. Acha, please, one more thing. Kindly don't write the answer only Julia Carne. No. Write down the complete sentence. The name of the poetess of the poem Little Things is Julia Carne. Kindly write it down in the proper sentence. Don't write only the name. Otherwise, your mark will be deducted in your exams as well. Write down the complete sentence. The name of the poetess of the poem Little Things is Julia Carne. J should be capital and C should be capital. Okay? Okay, is it done? Have you written? Should we move on to the second question? Okay, now we have the second question. Okay, now we are moving towards the second question. And second question is, what does poet or poetess want to convey through this poem? What does poet or poetess want to convey through this poem? Okay, Ramisha Sumro, I want you to give me the answer of this question. Ramisha Sumro, I want you to give me the answer of this question. Kindly switch on your mic. I think Ramisha is not listening to me. Ramisha, are you there, beta? Okay, very good, Amna. You have given a very good answer. The poetess Julia Carne wants to convey the message that we should not underestimate the little things. We should not consider the little things to be unimportant. Okay? Even आप थोड़ी सी और भी इसमें लाइंस ऐड कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज 2 मार्क्स का है तो एटलीस्ट एक से ज़्यादा सेंटेंस तो होने ही चाहिए. Even in the first stanza of the poem, she has given us the examples of two things like little drops of water and little grains of sand. When little drops of water combine together, they make mighty oceans. And when little grains of sand combine together, they make this universe. Okay? Yes. The basic thing is that I am repeating the answer. जो लोग मुझे सुन रहे हैं वो लिख सकते हैं. The writer, the poetess Julia Carne wants to convey the message through this poem is that we should not consider the little things to be unimportant. We should not underestimate the importance of little things. Little things, when little things combine together, they make up the mighty things. As for example, the writer, the poetess has given us two examples. When little drops of water combine together, they make oceans. And when little grains of sand combine together, they make mighty land. Okay? Should I repeat the answer again or you have done? Class 10, should I repeat the answer or you have done, beta? Please answer me. Okay. Shifa, now listen to me very carefully. In this poem, Little Things, the writer, the poetess Julia Carne wants to convey this message that little things are very important. We should not underestimate the importance of little things. We should not consider the little things to be unimportant. Little things, when combined together, they make big things, the mighty things. As for example, when little drops of water combine together, they make oceans. When little grains of sand combine together, they make mighty land. Again, I am repeating, Julia Carne wants to convey the message through this poem that we should not consider the little things to be unimportant. Little things, when combined together, they make big things, they make mighty things. As for example, when little drops of water combine together, they make oceans. And when little grains of sand combine together, they make mighty land. I hope I'm clear. Is it clear now, Shifa? Okay, now we are moving towards the third question. What does Eden mean? Very good, Adina. This is the meaning that is given in your books as well. You can copy down from your books. The meaning of Eden is the garden of paradise where our first parents, Adam and Eve, lived. Okay, this is the actual meaning of the word Eden. Kindly copy it down from your books. Okay, is it done? Has everybody done the written work? Everybody has done? Saneha, do you have a camera? Can you show me? Saneha, can you show me, beta? We are left with last 1 minute. If you can show me. Visam, can you show me? Beta, Eden means the garden of paradise where our first parents, Adam and Eve, lived. This is given in your book as well, Aliza. Okay, I hope today's lecture is very well clear to all of you. Okay, Saneha, okay. I hope today's lecture is clear to all of you, beta. Now take very good care of yourself. Stay safe, inshallah. See you tomorrow. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.